Alright guys, this kind of sucks. This vacuum hose we took off here going to the evap system. It's actually, no, the vacuum hose. Don't go to this one, to the evap system. It's actually going into this connector right here, this little protector. You can either cut it and pull it out of there, which we're not going to do. What we're going to do here is, let's see, it goes around, it goes right to here. So what we're going to do is unplug this one, push that tab in, and unplug it, just like that. It comes around. Let's go on. And it goes around. Let's get it out of the windshield washer tank. And then you got a 10mm plastic nut right there. So I'm using a 10mm deep, 3/8 drive, and I want to get that out of the way. Come on, that's all I want to do. Just get that line, because it's got a hole. Oh, this gotta suck. Man, this gotta suck.
Looks like it's clipped onto something.
Yeah. Right here, there's two 10mm nuts. Can you see those up there? It looks like it's just going into...
No, if you look through this, it looks like it's clipped onto that plug.
Yeah, we gotta unplug it as well. Good, you can see a good angle up under there?
Pretty good.
Huh?
Pretty good.
So what we're gonna do is unplug that. It's got the tab right there on top. So I gotta reach in there. No, that ain't gonna work. We gotta get this thing out of the way because this sucks, man. This whole thing sucks. Look at this. This thing broke. What the heck does this go to, man? This is some bull. You know what?
There's a lot of whining going on around here.
So yeah, I'm not in the mood for your shenanigans right now. Trying to make this.
Sean said in the live stream, tomfoolery.
Yeah. Maybe we got some tomfoolery.
A lot of tomfoolery going on.
Alright, am I gonna have to take this up? How was that thing held in? I'm not gonna be sitting here taking off stuff left and right to appease some viewers. Okay.
But you need to get that hose out. It has nothing to do with the viewers.
Look at this plastic line, just breaks. So we gotta remember
What
to
is
put
that
the
for?
windshield washer thing so that we can put a hose between there.
Why is it plastic? Because it's Volkswagen.
Yeah. You know what, guys? Let's get a 10mm wrench and get these screws loose and get them out of there. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got to change our plans. What we're going to do is take out our expansion tank and we can get it to a lot better that way. Now, your expansion tank, it looks like it's held on. Right here, I have a Phillips screw. So I got my Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to take that out. And then way back right in there, I'm gonna put my tip of the screwdriver on it. Back in there, but it looks like they took the 10mm or 8mm, whatever nut it was, off of there, and it's just not there no more. You see that? When we take it out, I can show you better. Matter of fact, let's move this out of the way.
I saw the tip of your screwdriver.
First of all, come around this way. First of all, we're gonna do is let's unplug it. And this plug has got the same kind of thing, but the tab is right there, and you might just squeeze that up just like that. Okay, guys, there's actually one right here, and right on the opposite side there's another one. So you gotta squeeze both of them in and unplug it. It's into a little clip right here. Pop that out right there, and let's try to bring this out carefully. Okay, there's a stud on the other side, so I'm going to show you that this sets down. There's supposed to be a nut there. But what we're going to do now is let's get this whole thing out. First of all, let's put my little screw back over here. Let me put this back, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, here's our expansion tank. The hose comes around here, and it's got a clip in it. If you look on the opposite side of this bracket, you can see it goes right there, and then there's a little arrowhead clip that you got to squeeze both sides together and unplug it and get that out of here. This is going to be a little bit. Let's see if I get my fingers in there. No. Got it. There you go. It's a little arrowhead, so you just got to somehow squeeze those two together and unplug it. The hose comes around, then it goes down to this pipe right here. So take out needle nose pliers, get that clamp down there, bring that clamp up. Let's twist this hose back and forth, and of course it won't, because it's stuck up there with a seal. So take your hose pliers and you grab the hose, don't squeeze too much, and that's all you want to do is twist that back and forth to break that seal on it. Dang it. This thing is in the way. I guess that's why that's broken. No, because that would have been loose already. And if you're having a problem like that, let's grab my regular pliers, open them up wide, so we can grab more of an area. Man, the thing is stuck up there. Okay, what the heck, man? Didn't I could have sworn I loosened this down?
In this episode, we showed you how to remove a coolant hose, and that's all.
Sylvia, she sees I'm having a hard time, and she can make a joke out of it. Alright, get that hose off.
I know.
Fish thing through here. Let's put this in a party line. We'll be right back. Alright guys, if you can see, there's the stud right there that your expansion tank sets on, and which of course was missing nut to go up there. But what we're going to do now is, here's the two 10mm nuts that's holding on that solenoid right there for the evap system. So I've got my 10mm deep, 3/8 drive, my cordless ratchet. Let's get both of those off. Okay. Thing gonna set up just like that. Now, the nut we took off of here for your windshield washer tank, you just wanna get a screwdriver or something. Get a screwdriver. Now you're not looking to break this whole thing apart. You just want to looking to take it off that stud. Just to move it just like that. Push it over just to get that hose from around there. Okay. Okay, now there's the plug. We're going to unplug it. Squeeze the connector in. Take that tab, pull it back out a little bit, and you can see once you pull in, that tab will come out easily. And then unplug it. This thing is kind of unplug it just like that. Now our whole system is over here. Now put your plastic 10mm nut back up here and the two 10mm nuts back up there. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is get this bracket out of the way. But before we do that, here's our little sensor connector right here. And it's the same thing, guys. I'm trying to reach up under there. Push down, pick that tab up a little bit, and unplug it just like that. Alright, then to the side. Next thing you want to do is get you a 13mm shallow 3/8 drive. You're going to take off 1 and 2. Whoops. This thing is in the way, so you might have to switch over to a 13. Let's try a 13mm deep. Yeah, that's better. 13mm deep for that. So we got 1, 2. Then switch over to a 6mm hex socket again, and you got a hex bolt right here, which is loose. So let's get those 3 out, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got the bolts, same length. Let's put these bolts back in here, just by a little bit, and then put this bracket to the party line. Alright, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now the way I was going to do this, as you noticed before, I was going to leave the injectors and everything in there, the harness and everything. Unbolt the intake and just swing everything over here. That's one way of doing it. But if you want to remove that, I'm going to show you how to remove that. But you got to be careful because these clips are very brittle, as you can see. Somebody already messed these up, and this is all just... Alright, I'm going to show you. I ain't going to do it, but I'm going to show you. Alright, what you're going to do is, to unplug the injectors, there's supposed to be a tab right there. You're supposed to squeeze that tab into the connector, and then unplug it. And you can see that other piece broke off. They're very brittle, so that's why I really don't like doing it this way. And as you can see, they had this thing unplugged to pull the whole harness out. You ain't got to do that. So you can actually put all that back together and all. So get all unplugged. Now, this whole harness right, this whole plastic harness right here comes up. If you look right here, take the screwdriver. See how that hooked on right there? There's one over this side, and there's one over on this side. And what you want to do is open them up and pull back on that whole clip, just like that. You see how it clips on like there. Bring that back. Then, right over here, it's got a cutout that hooks onto like that. So you just got to back that up. This is why I didn't want to do this, man. But here we go. We're going to do this anyway. We're going to do word into it. Down here, it's clipped in. So let's pick that clip up a little bit. Get that harness. Well, take the whole clip off just like that. That'd be good. Then, we're going over here to our knock sensor. Same kind of connector. So I'm going to hopefully not be in your way. Push down. Push the clip right, put the screwdriver right between there, pick up, and unplug it. I might be in your way when I do this. Unplug it just like that. Get the harness, bring the whole harness, and lean it over to the side. Now, what you want to do now, guys, get you a 6-inch 3/8 drive extension and get your famous 6mm hex socket. Now, if you can good.
Wait, I can see.
So you can see, no man, I can.
Yeah.
All right, now down in here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 hex bolts. But then look up in between there. You're gonna see another one down in there. Come over here, and you're gonna see another one down in there. We're gonna get all those out, those 6. But then on the end of the intake, each side, there's a 13 millimeter. You can actually see that down. A 13 millimeter nut right here, and all the way on the other side, you're gonna see another one. And that one you're gonna switch up and get your 13 millimeter deep. But and taking this intake off, guys, it's a good idea to start from the outside and work your way in. So what we're gonna do is change up, get our 13 millimeter deep, 3/8 drive cordless ratchet. We're gonna go. That was loose. One. Go over here to the other side. 2. And then we're going to switch up to our 6 millimeter. Alright? We'll be right back. Alright, guys. Now, this dipstick tube, this is broken right here. So we can just pick that up. And as you can see right down here, there's you can see the tube where you just pulled it off of. And this one's broken, so we're going to get a new one. So we'll throw that out to the side. So now we got our 6 millimeter. We're gonna start from the outside. And good idea to break it loose first. And then take it out. Now this one up here. You see you can get right to it. Alright? Same tool, all 6. Alright? Let's get those out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got everything off. Let's take our intake. Pull it off. A little spark plug wire here. We put this here when we was checking this car out. Believe me, your wire is not going to go through here.
You don't know that.
Son of a biscuit. No, I do know that. It won't, Sivvy.
You don't know who worked on their car.
Alright, we got this. Let's put this to the party line and we'll be right back. Ready? Alright guys, wow, look at this, man. This wire looks really twisted. It's like, oh heck yeah, man. What the heck did they do? What a bunch of idiots. It's like, instead of going down there and disconnecting the O2 sensor, it looks like they disconnected it, loosened it up, and just kept turning it until they twisted and got it. Oh well.
Maybe they plugged it up and then tightened it up when they put it back.
No, they wouldn't do that. That'd be the most. This is definitely not unplugged and disconnected it. Did what they had to do, then put it back instead of going up under there. It must be kind of difficult to get to. Let's go up under there. That wire goes way down there. Huh. Let's go up under there and see what we got. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're up under the car. Now I'm up under the car, but guys, safety is #1. As you can see, I got my hydraulic jack there, got my jack stand, and you want to make sure you have a solid, good base. I'm on concrete, so I'm good to go. If you're using anything else, if you have anything else other than concrete, make sure you get like a 2x12 solid piece of plywood, not particle board, plywood, before you get up under here, because these cars are really low. Alright, so let's get up under here. Here's my catalytic converter. And I don't know if you can see this little black cover right here.
Yeah.
The harness goes all along this channel. Looks like these clips is what's holding it in. Heck no, they didn't do this. They was like, forget that. Got a spider right there. Alright, this is part of the wire harness. And we got, looks like 3 clips holding it to the side. Alright, then we're going to take a 10mm shallow with our cordless impact. And we got a 10mm nut. It's like a plastic nut over this side. And then one over this side. Pull that down, and we're going to be looking for this one right here. It's like it's pop out into like a groove or something. Alright, there we go. And if you could look, it's the same kind of clip, guys. So let me see if I can do it with my fingers. Push the clip in, push that tab back, and unplug it. Alright, our O2 sensor is now disconnected. There's no way they did this. They just twisted that whole thing. Boy, these backyard. You guys, man, you gotta be careful who you get working on your car. You're gonna be in some serious trouble. Because if I get a hold to it and I see all this, you gonna pay for me to do it the right way? Alright, so let's put this back together. Put this up here, just keep that just like that, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, yeah, there we go. Now, let's get us a O2 sensor socket. And your O2 sensor socket is a 7/8 and has a slot in it. And that slot is for the wiring harness, so you don't mess that up. And I'm using a 6-inch extension, my 3/8 drive ratchet. And I'm gonna go ahead and unplug that. Twist the wire at the same time. Now, if you're replacing this, just cut the wire. Alright, there we go. And we might want to change this too. Yeah, we might. Being that it had a blown head gasket, all that, it might be messed up. So, we're going to be changing that. Alright, let's put this in the party line, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing you want to do is take you a 1 1/16 wrench. And you're going to have this exhaust pipe right here. You're going to go ahead and loosen up that nut. And you want to take that nut all the way off of there. Alright, let's get that off. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, we almost got this off. Guys, this is not supposed to be this way, because this thing, there's supposed to be another nut just like this on the other side of this pipe, and it looks like, let me reach around here. Heck yeah, this one's loose. Man, these guys are crazy. Woo, wait a minute. Why they got water in it? If they put a head gasket up here, why does got water in it? I don't know, but these guys are crazy. Why did they put this pipe back the right way? That one there. Yeah, they did. Okay. Alright guys, let's put this to the side and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now we got this cover right here to take off. And if you look in the mirror, you'll see a series of 5mm hex bolts. One right here in the corner. One right there. One right there. And then one right there. That's all I see. Should I tilt the mirror so we can see Civvy in the mirror?
No.
Alright, so I got a 4-inch 3/8 drive extension. I got a reducer 3/8 drive to 1/4 inch, and I got my 1/4 inch 5mm hex socket. So let's go over to one right here. Oh, you can see them from right there?
I don't know, put your hands in my way.
Oh, and my bad, guys. Actually, wait a
See
minute.
it.
Wait a minute. Those on the top, 1, 2, and 3 is 6mm. The one way over in the corner, that's a 5. So let's go over here and get this 5mm out first. Alright. Let's get our cordless ratchet. Alright, let's get this one out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now we switch over to the 6mm. And let's get those 3 out. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got all 3 of them out. All 3 of them are the same length. Let's take this bracket and bring this out. Man, look at that. Alright, let's put this to the party line and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now we have 8 12mm nuts that's holding on the exhaust manifold to the cylinder head. Now, as you see one right here, there's going to be one right below it. So we're going to get to those. We're going to use a 4-inch 3/8 drive extension. We're going to use a little wobble extension. And wobble extension has a little end look like that, like a rounded, like something, I don't know what that is. So that way, the socket can move like that. So what we're going to do, make it easy for yourself and get the bottom ones first. So we're going to go to this one over here, put the socket on it. Get your cordless ratchet. Take that one off. And this is good that this happened. Oh man, looks like water on this thing. The whole stud came out. That's alright guys, that is quite alright. Don't think you messed up. Let's move over here to the next one. Let's put this over to the side. Do that one, and then we're going to get the rest of them out. Alright? We'll be right back. Okay guys, got the last one out. And a lot of them came off with the bolt and stud. Back it off. Off the 1 or 2 studs that it is holding on to. I'm looking at it because sometimes you can look inside and one of those tunnels look like really bright. You know, antifreeze been getting in there. So that's pretty cool. That's not bad. So let's get where our gasket at down there. Okay, at least they did change the gasket. Now what we're gonna do, guys? Can we just let this hang down? Now we can let it hang down, or we can get us a mechanics wire, hook it up onto this, then hook it up to here, just to keep that out of the way. You know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's get that hooked up, and then we'll be right back.